Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? I see some of you already here. How's everyone's Friday? Let's talk about Venus going direct. Hey Christine. Hi Ileana. Let's talk about, hey Kilitrilla. Let's talk about Venus going direct and Mercury going in retrograde, you guys. Next week, actually on Friday. How is everyone's Friday? Hey Jenny. Hey Natasha. Today's the day of Venus. So let's get into it. Hey Dina. Hey Kaylee. Your Venus is in Libra, Kaylee? Oh, yes. Next week is going to be a good week for you, Kaylee. Yes. Hey Nathaniel. How's everyone doing? How are you enjoying your Fridays? Did you guys do anything special? Your Venus is in Aquarius. Carrie Jean said it's Saturday for her. Gina says, I love the music. Thank you. This is a song written and produced by me called Open Up to Me, Boy. On my album, on my actually mixtape Out of the Closet on YouTube now. Okay, today was bad. My mom canceled our plan, so I need some luck. Yes. Well, we're going to pull a card here in a second. All right, for everybody in the room. Hey, Bree. Hey, Caitlin. Oh, your Venus is in Libra? Yes, next week is going to be good for you guys. Next week, Venus goes direct after being in retrograde in Libra, okay? So it's a good time for 7th house energy, all right? Our one-on-one relationships. And we also have Mercury going in retrograde, though. So let's talk about that, all right? And Sagittarius, by the way. Mercury in retrograde, and it's polar opposite energy, all right? Remember, Gemini and Sag are both polar opposite zodiac signs. So next week's going to be interesting. And we're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. I've been waiting all night just in vintage satin so tight. This is on my new mixtape, Out of the Closet, on YouTube right now. You guys can watch it. It's free of charge. All right, I uploaded it 2 months ago, I think, or a month ago. Venus in Virgo, yes, Dina. Venus in Scorpio, me too, Christine. So how is everyone's Friday? What's going on? Now that everyone's in the room, let's pull a card. Hey, Q. Hey, Patricia. How's everyone doing? Let's talk about Venus going direct next week and Mercury going in retrograde in Sagittarius, okay? Luckily, Venus goes direct and it's home, all right, Libra. And we have Jupiter right now direct in Sag. So, hopefully, all this good energy thwarts off the Mercury retrograde that we're having coming up soon. We're in the Mercury retrograde shadow period right now. So who's feeling the effects of that? I'm good, Nathaniel. Kilitrilla, I got some confirmation about the change I need to make about my career. Your reading is already coming through. Yes, Kilitrilla. Okay, so now that everyone's in the room, let's pull a card, you guys, for everyone in the room. Let's just pull a general card, okay? And see what general messages spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors, the protectors have for us. So let's say a prayer really quickly. Thank you for surrounding everyone in this live chat with your watery wall of protection, your fiery wall of protection, and your warrior shield of protection. Thank you for protecting our minds, our hearts, our thoughts, our energies, our auras. Thank you for allowing this live stream to go well. Thank you for allowing us to have fun. Thank you for allowing the energy to be positive, uplifting, educational, and entertaining. In Jesus' name, amen. So what messages do the angels have? Make sure you guys like the video as you guys come in. Yes, amen, Ileana. What messages do the angels have for all of us in this room right now? What messages do we need to hear for this Friday Jupiter in direct in Sagittarius energies? All right, so we pulled a card. And the card, it says, the law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. How wonderful for this Venus direct in Libra energy about relationships. All right, 7th house energy. And it reads, so there is this vortex of becoming. A vortex that contains all of the requests, all of the amended requests, each and every detail, and each and every asking that has emanated from you. And the law of attraction is responding to that. The vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for the completion of every request it contains. All cooperative components are being summoned and are coming for the completion of these creations, for the answering of these questions, and for the solution to these problems. How powerful! I love this for this Venus direct energy next week. Okay, I love it. So how is everyone doing? By the way, I am doing live readings. So if any of you want live readings, I would prefer if you would donate to my PayPal, but you can send a super chat anywhere between $5 to $10 is one question. Anything above $20 is two questions. Anything above 30 is three questions, so on and so forth. I'll put the link in the PayPal to this in the super chat box, and the description. It's in the description box as well. So how's everyone doing? The Tiger, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. I'm a Capricorn. Thank you, the Tiger. Killer Chilla, I feel like your beard connects, Lil. Do you ever think about growing it out? You know what? Sometimes I do, but it gets really itchy actually, and I cannot stand an itchy beard. So most of the time I end up cutting it off, you know? You're doing great, lovely, Christine. Yes, you're doing great, Nyla. I love it. I'm doing good, Dina, actually. You know, I cannot complain. You know, things are great, you know, and I'm excited for this next week energy that we have with Venus going direct in Libra. Okay, so that's 7th house energy. So that's relationships, you know, relationships, including our love relationships, our business partnerships. All right. It's also our open enemies as well. Your skin is beautiful, Lamar. It's radiating. Thank you, Nathaniel. I appreciate that. So Venus direct, we should see, you know, also we have to think about what Venus rules. Venus rules relationships, and it's going in its home zodiac sign Libra, which is ruled by Venus, right? So we should be seeing positive changes with it going direct in our relationships. Also, we should be, you know, ambitious about making positive changes in our relationship as well, you know, especially with our money. Our money should be getting better, you know. You seem like you're doing good today, Lamar. I know, Natasha. You know what it is? I think I got rest. You know, I've been resting actually. You know, and also we have Mercury going in retrograde in Sagittarius. All right, which is interesting because we have Jupiter direct in Sagittarius right now. But we have Mercury going direct in Sagittarius the same day that we have Venus going direct in Libra. So next Friday is going to be an interesting day, especially the energy leading up to Friday. All right. So of course we know with Mercury going in retrograde, I think at least two or three videos on Mercury in retrograde on my YouTube channel. Check those out. You know, it's not a good time to come up, you know, to execute new ideas. You know, communication can get wonky during Mercury retrograde. A lot of misunderstandings can happen. You know, make sure you double check everything. All right. Now, with it going retrograde in Sagittarius, all right, it's not a good time to, you know, for long distance travel. All right, so I remember last week someone asking, you know, I feel like I shouldn't travel during this, you know, retrograde period. That makes sense because it's, you know, it's in retrograde in Sag. All right, it's also, you know, it can find a lot of people being stingy, actually, you know, so I don't actually know when it goes direct. When does it go direct? I think it might go direct before Christmas holiday. But if it's still in retrograde during Christmas holiday, we might find people still being a little bit stingy during the holiday season. Oh, so it goes direct in Scorpio on December 6th, actually. So that's exciting. All right. So maybe, you know, deep gifts, you know, thoughtful gifts for Christmas. But, you know, leading up to the 6th, people might be really, you know, crunching on, their generosity. Because, you know, Jupiter does rule generosity. But when it comes to retrograde, we're rethinking our generosity, right? Everything is reevaluating, rethinking, regrouping during the retrogrades. Let me catch up with the comments because I'm just talking. How's everyone doing tonight? Who's excited? Who has Jupiter in Sag, or who has Venus in Libra? Or who has Mercury? Oh, I have Mercury in Sagittarius, actually. So, Lord help me. I'm going to have to be praying a lot during Mercury retrograde because it's going retrograde in my Mercury, right? So I really also have to watch my mouth too, probably. You know, I might get really impatient. You're too, Mercury and Sagittarius, Shalita. Yes, we're gonna Impatience is not, we're going to have to watch that during Mercury retrograde. I have to go get my water. I'm really thirsty. I'll be right back. It's right up there. Oh, you just had Venus in Libra? Alkaline water with crystals in it. It's so good. I'm thirsty too. Oh my God. I know I'm so thirsty. This tea is hot. I don't know what it is about retrograde Mercury, but I get super chatty and open. Like, I just got to let it fly and say what's on my mind. I'm a Mercury inside shoe. Yeah, we're really impatient, especially during Mercury retrograde, because everything tends to slow down during Mercury retrograde as well. Like, communication tends to slow down, and we are, we tend to be really fast communicators. Like, I'm talking fast now. I often talk fast, but I'm super chatty as well because I'm Moon in Libra. I don't know if you're Moon in Libra. I know we're born like around the same day, same year. So, by the way, I am doing live readings. I would prefer if you guys donated to my PayPal to pay for your reading via PayPal. The link is in the super chat box or in the chat box. It's also in the description box. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is one question. $20 is 2 questions. 30 is 3 questions, so on and so forth. You can also send a super chat. And remember, we're very supportive and not judgmental in this room when it comes to questions. So don't feel like you are being judged. We're very supportive. Oh, so Dina, who did you get a bracelet for? Oh, you got a gift for your BFF with the intent to give it to her, but she doesn't seem to appreciate gifts too much. So I kind of gave it to someone else, but I replaced it with a different one. Oh, well, listen to your intuition, right? Nick says my Mercury is in Sag. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Aries moon, that I'm super impatient. Yeah, that's a lot of impatience. So Mercury retrograde, especially this one with it being in Sagittarius, is probably not your best friend. Nathaniel says he's a Mercury in Cancer. I find that Mercury in Cancers tend to be quite patient, actually. Is that accurate? Which is interesting because they're polar opposite Capricorn, which was, is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules time. I'm taking my socks off because it's really hot. My feet are clean. But, Saturn rules time. So, with Saturn ruling time, Capricorns tend to be very impatient sometimes as well. They don't like to waste time, right? Most times I know it's retrograde on instinct because of how much I talk. What are green stones good for? Just curious. I think it's different for each one. But I know green tends to be associated with the heart chakra. Sometimes people associate it with money as well. Having my Venus being in Libra, what's next week have in store for me? Changes in your relationships for sure. Positive ones. Yeah, you're patient with communication, Nathaniel. Hi, Paula. How are you? Literally, you inspired me to go get a bunch of water bottles, but I'm drinking sleepy time tea, so I'm fixing to be lights out. Yes, I have some sleepy time tea in my cupboard, my cabinet as well. Dina, what is the importance of conjunctions? I always hear everyone talking about conjunctions. What does this mean? Conjunctions means that you have 2 planets in, or you have two placements in the same zodiac sign. So you can have your Mercury and Mars conjunct Aries, which means you have both your Mercury and Mars in Aries. And the great thing about conjunctions is that, it's energy that you tend to, like I have Mercury and Mars in Sagittarius. So it's energy that you can, pull on, it's really, second-hand nature for you a lot of times. But the flip side of that, because often with conjunctions, there comes kind of like a flip side to it, because it's kind of what you see is what you get. Conjunctions also have a blind spot. So, when you have conjunctions, you have to be careful about, depending on where they're placed, getting used to certain energies, you know, falling into certain habits. All right. So it would be really placement particular, considering the context. But that's generally what conjunctions mean, if that makes sense at all. It would be easier if you told me like what conjunctions you have specifically in your chart. Nathaniel says he has Mercury and Mars conjunct Cancer. Interesting. So you are really someone who's very sensitive, all right, when it comes to interacting with people, all right, when it comes to communicating, but also when it comes to following through with that communication. You are someone who tends to kind of, in a way, follow the lead of the other person. Like you kind of like to feel the other person out. And then you kind of go on the assumption of that. Mercury, like that's kind of how, you know, like a conjunction works. Like you know, what you see is what you get, but it's at the same time, like, you know, you can fall into certain habits that can be bad. Like you can just, you know, it's not good to assume. Like I have Mercury and Mars and Sag, so, you know, it's kind of the same way. Like I can sometimes, for example, assume that the other person is on the same page with me, and I feel like I can be really blunt. And then I, you know, realize that actually that person was not on the same page with me and they're very sensitive, right? You know, like that's kind of conjunction energy, how that can play out. With my Mercury and Sag, you know. My Mercury and Mars and Sag conjunction, I mean. I am sensitive, Kaylee. Yes. Hey, Zuri. Gina says, I got Cap energy everywhere. I hope I don't lose my patience anytime soon. I don't like getting irritated. It happens often. Yeah. You know, Mercury retrogrades just can be a little bit irritating because everything slows down. By the way, I'm doing live readings, you guys. So if you want a live reading, you can donate to my PayPal or my Super Chat. All right. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is a 1-question reading. Anywhere between $20 is a 2-question reading. 30 is a 3-question, so on and so forth. The great thing about PayPal is that you can put your question or whatever information you want to include if you're getting an astrology birth chart or birth chart overview reading, or a psychic tarot reading. You can put any personal information in the when you send your payment, so that, you know, if you want your privacy, some people like their privacy, but when it comes to Super Chat, you know, it's kind of out there for everyone to see. Which, remember, we're not judgmental. So, Kilichula, I've got hella conjunctions. I got Lilith, Uranus, Neptune, Sun, and Chiron conjunct Capricorn. Wow. That's a lot. Lilith, Uranus, Neptune. So you're really a loner. Sun and Chiron conjunct Capricorn. Yeah. Venus and Pluto conjunct Scorpio. Oh, I have Venus and Pluto conjunct Scorpio as well. And Mars and Mercury conjunct Sagittarius. I think we actually have the same placements. We have literally the same placements because I have Lilith, Uranus, Neptune, Sun, and Chiron conjunct Capricorn as well. Or do I have Chiron conjunct Capricorn? I have to actually double check that. But I definitely have Lilith, Uranus, Neptune, Sun in Capricorn in my chart. And Venus and Pluto conjunct Scorpio and Mars and Mercury conjunct Sag. So we are really similar, Kilicholo, in a lot of ways. How interesting. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. This is water, alkaline water. I have to go get more because it's almost done. I don't know what it is about alkaline water, but it just tastes so different. It tastes a lot better than like tap water or like spring water, in my opinion. I'll be right back. I'm currently handling laundry, but when I get back upstairs, I'm whipping out some clarifiers. Clarifiers for what? What do I think about new moon in Scorpio? It's a time to really let go of the old, let go of your worries, your fears, especially because Pluto rules fears, our worries, and letting go of what you just can't control. It's a really good time for that. Who mentioned my beard? Because I feel like I need to shave. I'm actually shaving tonight. Like, it's already too long. I have Venus and Virgo in the 12th house. Interesting. The 12th house is ruled by Neptune. So you maybe have to consistently reinforce your boundaries with certain relationships. Coach, I'm a super duper loner. My mom used to put my bros in timeout and they'd be remorseful, but not my evil ass. I was like, damn, finally some alone time. Yes, Coach. You know what's funny? I grew up as an only child, so. But I have 3 siblings. I'm the oldest, so I had the benefit of growing up kind of as an only child. Even though I'm really not and really wasn't. Yes, please like the video, you guys. Nick Howard says I'm super attracted to Caps, Leos, Scorpios. Yes, me too. Vina, the Capricorn man is really good. Has that been true for you? Lamar, my Venus and Pluto's in Scorpio too. Yes. Hey, Tawanda. I am doing live readings, you guys. So if you want a live reading while I'm here, you can send a super chat donation or a PayPal donation, which I prefer. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is a 1-question reading, and anywhere between $20 or anywhere, $20 is a 2-question reading, $30 is a 3-question reading, and so on and so forth. All right. You can send your personal information or your personal question in the PayPal donation, and no one will see. Super chat, everyone will see, but remember, we're not judgmental. We're very open and supportive in this live. All right. Cat, Moon, Uranus, Neptune, Lilith, Ascendant Node, third house, Juno. Got my chart in front of me. Irritation, conjunction. Conjunct what? In Capricorn? Hey, Christine. Hey, Shalita. Oh, hey. Well, Shalita, hey. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Friday? I know, right? Do you know that has a lot of Capricorn energy? You end up liking fire signs. So let's talk about love, because next week is it might be actually hard, but it might be a good week to set intentions for love, all right? But with Mercury being in retrograde, maybe not the best time to take action on love, because you might change your mind when Mercury goes direct in Scorpio next month. Especially with it going direct in Scorpio, right? You might really change your mind. Nathaniel, I have moon in fire sign Leo. My moon's in Libra. So my moon is in an air sign, which is why I'm so chatty. I hurt my thumb at Disco Kid, and now I can't do much, but now I'm so excited to work out and live my best life. Anyway, I wonder what sun rules the hands. Gemini? I believe, yes, it is Gemini. So who's ready to set some new intentions with love? All my single and coupled people, what new intentions do you want to set with love? I want more prospects with love. So I want to get out there and I want to be more social with my moon in Libra. All right. Now my 7th house is in Pisces. So what's everyone's 7th house energy? I should probably be working on setting boundaries actually in love and relationships. What's everyone's 7th house? Does everyone know what their 7th house is in? And in order to find your 7th house, you would have to know the time and place that you were born and put that into a birth chart calculator, all right? Does anyone know their 7th house placement? Mine's in Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. So Bree's 7th house is in Gemini. So your probably goal with Venus going direct in Libra is to probably figure out what you really want at this time, especially with Mercury going retrograde in Sag. That might be a little bit difficult at this time. So maybe reevaluating what you want. Your 7th house is in Aries. Okay, so with Venus going direct in Libra, your polar opposite sign, maybe it'd be a good time to kind of take the back seat and kind of watch everyone else's movements, all right? Just to see where, you kind of lie or where you stand with everyone. Instead of kind of, taking a self-assertive approach, which is what you're used to, right? Your 7th house is in Pisces too, just like me, Nathaniel. Yeah, so we need to be working on reinforcing our boundaries, not only with others, but with ourselves. All right. Relationships, for example, that we know aren't good for us. We need to set boundaries with those types of relationships. All right. And also working on being a little bit more independent and assertive ourselves, right? But with Mercury being in retrograde, we might be affected by it as well, Nathaniel, because, that's Jupiter, right? So, and Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter. So maybe not the best time for long distance, all right? Travel, things like that. Vera. Oh, okay. Tawanda's 7th house is in Leo. Interesting. So 7th house in Leo, I would say, working on your expectations, reevaluating your expectations in relationships, and maybe from your partner if you're coupled, right, Tawanda? Your 7th house is in Libra. Ooh, so, that's really good. Things should be really good for you. Anyone who has Venus in Libra next week should be a good, week for you guys. Venus in Libra, since I feel like you guys have gone through a transformation, at this point. So now it's like taking what you've learned with Venus going in retrograde in Scorpio for so long, and now it being retrograde currently in Libra, taking what you learned from this retrograde period and applying it to, this Venus direct energy, tempering your expectations, raising your standards, right? These are all good things for Venus and Libras to focus on. 7th house in Leo with Leo moon squaring Venus and Pluto Scorpio. Oh, interesting. So you have 7th house in Leo too. Sounds about right. Dina, I want to be able to be more focused and show my husband more attention. I've been focused on juggling so much. Yes, Dina. Who sent a PayPal donation? Thank you, Christine, for your $10 donation to my PayPal. Christine, please ask your question, and I will answer you here. By the way, for those of you who are on here, I am doing live psychic tarot readings and live astrology birth chart overview readings. So if you are interested, here is the pricing list. You can pay via Super Chat or PayPal. I would prefer if you paid via my PayPal, all right? The link to pay via PayPal is in the description box. It's also in the Super Chat box or the chat box. So... like I said, anywhere between $5 to $10 is one question. Anything above $20 is two questions. Anything above $30 is three, so on and so forth. And remember, the great thing about PayPal is that you can put your question or your information in the PayPal payment, And, you know, you have your privacy. You can also send via super chat as well. But I prefer PayPal at this time. Yes, Christine. Hey, Eric. Your 7th is in Libra. Ooh, Eric, that's good. So are you talking to someone right now? That might be a good time for you to make some moves towards love. Well, with Mercury being in retrograde in Sag, you know, tempering your expectations, you know, keeping that in mind as well. Keeping in mind that, you know, communication may be a bit wonky. All right. 7th house in Sag. Ooh, interesting. My love intention is no contact. So, Christine. So, Christine purchased a question. So, let's answer Christine's question. Christine wants to know what messages come through for me. So, let's see what messages Christine's angel, spirit guides, and ancestors have for Christine. So what messages? Oops. What messages do Christine's angels, ancestors, protectors, spirit guides have for Christine at this time? What messages do Christine's angels, ancestors, protectors, spirit guides have for Christine at this time? What messages do Christine's angels, ancestors, protectors, spirit guides have for Christine at this time? What messages do Christine's angels, ancestors, protectors, and spirit guides have for Christine at this time? $10 Australian. I don't know what that would convert to in American. But I mean, you can donate what you have. I am not particular. Carrie. What messages do Christine's spirit guides, angels, ancestors, protectors have for Christine at this time? Cards are a little bit stubborn. All right, last shuffle. Here we have the 7 of coins here in the past position, Christine. So focusing on money, specifically saving your money. All right, maybe becoming more independent, better managing your money, your finances, 7th house. Actually, this is 2nd house energy. The Fool, all right, which is still ruled by Venus, by the way. The Fool, which is about, you know, stepping out on faith, believing in yourself, believing in, you know, the process, all right, trusting in the process at this time. So is there just some decision that you want to make or that you need to make at this time, Christine, that you're having trouble with? Could it be around money? Maybe a lack of resources of some sort at this time with the 5 of coins. This can also be a lack of support, feeling like you have a lack of support in some way. Could it be a lack of support with resources, with money? Maybe bills, something like that? Yes, in regards to my business. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. That's why I'm seeing the coins. seeing the 10 of coins. So there's something about, changes in business to bring in more money. All right. Changes possibly in either marketing. I don't know, what kind of business do you run, Christine? The 10 of coins is a good card to see, though, in the conclusion. But, with the Fool card and the 5 of coins coming out, this tells me that there's a decision that you're kind of struggling with, though, in order to make this happen. I haven't launched it yet, but it's a fashion blog. Oh, okay. That's why I'm seeing marketing. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Here we have the 6 of Swords, all right, and the Hierophants. Interesting. Okay. Right, that is dope. I get success. I get 2 men here. And then I get the High Priestess. So are you working with other people with this blog, Christine? Because for some reason I get 2 men. Who seem like they're also into fashion. Hey, Julia. No, not yet. It's just me at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I see 2 men. I don't know if they would be interested in either working with you or something like that. But they are facing each other, so it looks like they kind of know one another, possibly. I don't know. It kind of feels like they're into fashion, though. They're into kind of the same field as you. So I don't know if they would end up helping you in some way, but I do get, I get the 6 of coins next to the King of Cups, which is success to me. And I get the 10 of coins next to the Hierophant, which is, success, right? So I'm sure what that means. Yeah, it's interesting. But either way, it's about trusting your intuition. Maybe these people come to you with some sort of offer down the line. So just keep that in mind. All right, but it does seem like with this blog, you could make money through affiliate links, things like that, sponsors. All right. So maybe that's why I'm seeing these types of men. But it comes to, down to trusting your intuition. All right. And kind of moving forward, trusting, that I feel like there's something around not feeling like things are perfect yet. Like there's an energy around not feeling like things are perfect. But there's also something about setting it up to maximize your money, setting it up to maximize revenue in some way. So I don't know, before you kind of launch, I would set your blog up to maximize revenue, all right, to maximize as much revenue as you can get, maybe think about, expanding it into also a YouTube channel as well, I've been working on getting sponsors. I'm a Capricorn perfectionist. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like the more you expand this blog into, kind of a YouTube channel or an Etsy shop, the more you can kind of expand and grow this into something better, I feel like you could really draw sponsors to you, all right? But it's really just about moving forward and launching, and kind of it's just about setting everything up at this point. Just setting everything up and then launch. Once everything's set up, you can launch. All right. Yes, Etsy is the place to be right now. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like you need to just go ahead and launch. I see you launching it in a couple of months, to be honest. Like by the beginning of 2019, I feel like I'm seeing February. I feel like you'll, be ready to launch at the very least. Do you feel good about that, Christine? My wheels are spinning. I have a couple ideas now. Exactly, Christine. Christine says, you're in my head, Lamar. Yes. You will be fine. You will be successful, honey. Go get that coins. For those of you who are still here, I am doing live readings, so you can send a super chat or a PayPal donation, which I prefer. I'm doing psychic tarot readings, and I'm also doing live astrology, natal chart, birth chart overview readings. So if you have a question, you can send it via your super chat or your PayPal donation, which I prefer. The link to the donation, the PayPal donation is in the description box. It's also in the chat box. I just posted it. And the great thing about PayPal is that, you know, you have your privacy when you send your information. I love you, Lamar. I love you too, Millie. I was thinking of beginning of the year. Yes. I think the beginning of the year would be perfect. Thanks, Lamar, my fairy godbrother. Yes. My fairy godbrother. I love it. And we'll have to talk about the new year energy too. I'm going to get into the new year readings really soon. Christine will be successful and she won't need no man for that either. Exactly. Christine, oh my God, thank you guys. Y'all making me cry. I'm working my butt off for this. Yes. You got it, Christine. Millie, wish you were in PA. Yeah, I'm not that far from PA. I've actually been to PA on my way to Chincoteague Island. Have you guys been there before? Oh my gosh, I love that place. But I stopped at PA to get this. I think we stopped. It was me, my brother, and my friend Alex. It was like us two Black guys and my white friend, Alex. And we stopped in PA to get some food from like a bed and breakfast, and it was so good. Oh my God. Julia. Oh, thank you, Julia, for your $10 donation. To stay or to go from this relationship I'm in, help. Okay. Let's answer Julia's question, everyone. For those of you who are joining the room, you can send for a live reading, a live psychic tarot reading, or a live astrology birth chart overview reading. You can send a PayPal donation or a super chat donation. I would prefer PayPal. However, I'm not particular. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is a one question, $20 is two questions, $30 is three, and so on and so forth. Thank you, Julia, for your $10 donation. Julia wants to know, should she stay or go from the relationship she's in? What a tough question, but let's try to answer this question. Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's in? And everyone, reminder, positive words, everything is energy from our thoughts on down, and what you bring into the energy web affects everyone else, whether you're aware or not. This is very true. So should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's in? Interesting. Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's in? Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's in? I feel like I need to cleanse these cards. Where's my Palo Santo? Oh, I'll be right back. My Palo Santo's in the kitchen. Thank you for cleansing the energies of this card. Bring you past readings. In the name of Jesus, I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's currently in? Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's currently in? Should Julia stay or go from the relationship she's currently in? I get the Strength card here in the past position. The Nine of Wands in the present position. So, wanting to leave, overcoming obstacles, wanting to move past this, possibly this relationship bringing you down in some way. I wonder what your apartment smells like, Lamar. It smells like incense most of the time. The Lovers, but there could be something holding you back. There is some type of, love there. There's some type of bond there keeping you there. There's also something about your partner where, they can be a bit manipulative as well. Every time you want to leave, every time you make a move to leave, they kind of pull you back in some way. Queen of Cups. So what is your zodiac sign, Julia? Are you a water sign? Or do you have water in your chart? I gotta run to the liquor store and get my husband the Hennessy he requested. Y'all don't make me want to go. I love this chat. I love Lamar time. It's like the highlight of my day. Yes, Tina. Get that shot, girl. Aries filled with water, but that card looks pretty. Yes, April. I don't know what this deck is called again. I think it's called the Cosmos Tarot deck, something like that. But I call it the Spanish Tarot deck. It's very Spanish to me. Even though, obviously, it's in Spanish. Okay. Dina, hurry up back. I will miss you. Yes. I get the Tower. Right, so that's not a good sign, typically. And the Nine of Swords. So there's something about this relationship where it's a bit toxic. All right? It is a bit toxic. And maybe manipulative with money. All right? There could be manipulation with money. It's manipulation with money. But at the end of the day, it's always some sort of pain that results from staying. So from what I'm getting, it might be best to leave. All right? From what the cards are showing me, ultimately you have to make that decision, right? But baby, it does seem like a toxic energy. It does seem like a toxic relationship. And what you're wanting, maybe you're not getting from this man who either is young or young in mind, his mindset a bit immature, because the Prince of Coins is either someone who's young, youthful, and or has an immature mindset. All right, definitely not someone who's family oriented, which is what the Ten of Cups, is associated with. Someone who is family oriented and loving, supportive. All right, so there's something about gaining your independence here, Julia, and making a decision to do what you need to do to leave. All right, ultimately. He's 16 years older than me, but emotionally immature. Yes, exactly. So I think the issue may be your, fear of independence, something like that, fear of being on your own. But I think, once you kind of leave, maybe once you leave and kind of get on your own 2 feet, and get stable on your own 2 feet, I think you'll realize you don't really need him maybe as much as you think you do. Or thought you did. By the way, do you feel good about that, Julia? Thanks, guys. I got very codependent and felt like I had to stay and I couldn't get better. Yes. You can get better, though, and you deserve better. We all deserve better with this Venus direct and Libra energy, all right? For those of you who also want a reading, I am doing live readings. I'm doing live psychic tarot readings and live astrology birth chart overview readings. So get your chariot and move forward exactly. So if you would like a live reading, 1 question is between $5 to $10. 2 questions is $20. 3 is $30, so on and so forth. You can send a super chat or a PayPal donation. I would prefer a PayPal. The PayPal link is in the description box or in the chat box. So I'm going to donate $5 Australian and have a question. I'll be right back. Okay, Carrie. Nathaniel Alamo, I wish I could donate. Lamar, but I can't. Sideways, but you can afford another one until next Friday. Maybe someone will be nice enough to donate for you guys. Let's pray for that. Let's pray that someone has a generous heart, all right, and is, donates for someone. Or we might do something a little special later. But we'll see how it goes. Yes, Julia. Good energy for Julia. So with Mercury going into retrograde, what does everyone know about retrogrades? What do you know not to do during a retrograde? Is it a good time to sign contracts? Is it a good time to buy a new car? Is it a good time to expect something from people without stating what you want? Basically expecting people to know what you want. Is it a good time to, avoid communication? What do you guys think about Mercury retrograde? Isn't energy reversed? Yes, Eric. Oh, thank you, Dina, for your $4.99 donation. Dina says, my husband's been extremely impatient lately. What's to follow this? Aisha says, avoid making big decisions. Exactly. Nick, get out of that, Julia. You deserve better. There's a lot of good men in the world. Yes. Please say me name. Eyoop. Insar Karagos. I hope I said that correctly. Let's answer Dina's question. Zuri, Mercury can be a pain in the butt. Don't sign or make huge decisions regarding finances. Exactly. Don't jump into a relationship too soon. Exactly. Or it will get jacked up in the midst of the retrograde. Yes. Oh, thank you guys for donating to my PayPal. Christine sent $5 and Carrie Harvey sent $5. Yes, you guys. I appreciate that. Expect technical mayhem. That is a good point. Okay. Sometimes during Mercury retrograde, cars can go haywire, unfortunately. So make sure you guys are, changing your oils, keeping up your cars, doing the necessary things you need to do, getting your inspections, all right, things like that. You don't want any mishaps with your car. Make sure you update your computers, all right? Keep them charged at all times. Your phones, update your phones, right? Nathaniel says it's a good time to be sensitive about who you communicate with, maybe. Yes. Yes, because some people can be frustrating communicating with during Mercury retrograde. So if someone is already wonky with communication, don't expect too much from those types of people during Mercury retrograde because they're going to be even more wonky. All right. All right, so let's answer Dina's question. Bree says my phone charger is already on the fritz. I actually need a new phone. I was thinking about that today. I was like, I need a completely new phone, period, soon. But I don't know what phone I want. While I love iPhones, I don't like the charger on iPhones. I find that they go out really quickly. So I like to prefer to stick to my Samsungs. All right. But I don't know what the new Samsung is. I'm not really into phones like that lately, I find. For some reason. So Dina's question is, she wants to know what's to follow her husband being extremely impatient lately. What is to follow Dina's husband's late impatience lately? What's to follow Dina's husband's impatience lately? Maybe why has Dina's husband been so impatient lately as well? What's to follow Dina's husband's impatience lately? And what's to follow Dina's husband's impatience as well? What's to follow Dina's husband's impatience lately? And why is Dina's husband so impatient? Last shuffle. Let's do one more shuffle. I didn't like that shuffle. I like that shuffle. Okay. What's to follow Dina's husband's impatience and why is... Yes, Millie, you can donate and ask later. So, Christine, we have the Four of Swords here in the past position. So this definitely is impatience, all right? There's something about work not going the way he wants it to, work like causing him to be impatient in some way, to be frustrated. We have the Lovers, interesting. So have you guys, without getting too into your business, have you guys been, intimate lately? Are you guys missing in the intimacy in some way? The tenderness, the romantic aspect of the relationship, because I'm feeling, there's some disconnect in some way. All right. He kind of needs that, that romantic aspect in the relationship, could that be missing? Here we have the Justice card. So this is about balance. That sounded nice. Please, universe, reveal. Here we have the Justice card, which is about balance, needing balance and harmony in the relationship. So he definitely needs balance. Right now, I know he's not. Yo, it's a troll in here. Is it the EU person? Yeah, this is about balance. He's definitely someone who needs balance, but it feels like he's not someone who listens really, so it's like you can tell him, hey, you need to pray more, you need more balance, you need to meditate, but it's like it kind of goes one ear, not the other. All right. But he definitely needs more balance, especially when it comes to making decisions. I feel like there's a decision he wants to make. I kind of feel like part of him wants to leave his job, actually. All right. Part of him wants to stay because he feels comfortable, there's security. But there's also something about needing more intimacy in the relationship once again. All right. Also, there's something about your energy towards him. I don't know if it's kind of closed off in some way, but that could also be frustrating him. Once again, I don't know if you've been closed off to him lately, if you've been kind of cold lately. All right. I do know you have Moon in Capricorn. I know Moon in Capricorns, when they're, upset, can be a little bit cold. Also something about him wanting to get out, wanting to travel, wanting to, maybe have a vacation in some way. I I think it's just a little boy playing around. We have the Four of Wands, the Five of Cups. I do feel like he's a little bored now that you mention it. But there's something about him feeling disconnected once again from like having a family, like the family aspect of your relationship. He doesn't feel connected to you in a family sense, in a like kind of like a either a husband and wife. I don't know if you guys are married or in like just a boyfriend and girlfriend sense. It feels like there's some sort of disconnect there. And I feel like he wants more the relationship to be spiced up in some way. He wants some sort of excitement. Definitely been closed off. I built walls a bit, but don't mean to. Oh, interesting. I feel like he just kind of, he's frustrated. And I feel like he wants more excitement in his life, but he's frustrated with, multiple things. He's not the best at expressing his emotions and saying why he's frustrated or just saying I'm frustrated. He'd rather, be impatient, Thank you, Millie Rock, for the $5 donation. For those of you who are still here, I am doing live psychic tarot readings and live astrology overview birth chart readings. So if you want a live reading, you can donate to my super chat or my PayPal. I prefer my PayPal at this time. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is one question, $20 is two questions, $30 is three questions, so on and so forth. Matter of fact, I'm just donating. Maybe I'll ask down the line. Yes, thank you, Millie. So next is Carrie. So Carrie, what is your question? And then Christine, what is your question? So are Carrie and Christine here? Thank you guys for donating $5 to my PayPal. He's been wanting that booty, but I don't know. I'm just emotionally unavailable for whatever reason. I don't know. Thank you, Lamar. You're welcome, Dina. Where is Christine and Carrie? Oh, Christine, Lamar. Christine says I donated that so you could bless someone with it. Interesting. Okay. So let's do a little contest for the free reading. But I want to answer Carrie's question first. Hi, Dice. Where's Carrie? Let's see if she asked her question. Actually, let me see if she asked her question in the... She put her question in the thingy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got that message. Sorry, Christine. Okay, so where's Carrie? Zuri says, give him the booty. Find a middle ground you two can agree on in terms of satisfaction of deep desires, animalistic or not. I agree, Zuri. I have to agree. Planets close more powerful. Oh, okay. I sent it. My question is the toddler next door safe from her parents? Is the toddler next door safe from her parents? Okay. Is the toddler next door safe? Is the toddler next door to Carrie safe from her parents? Is the toddler next door to Carrie safe from her parents? By the way, for those of you joining the room, I am doing live readings. So if you want to donate to the super chat or the PayPal, which I prefer, you can send a donation. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is a one question donate, or one question. $20 is 2 questions. 30 is 3 questions, so on and so forth. The link to donate to PayPal is in the chat box, the super chat box, or the description box. So, is the toddler next door to Carrie safe from her parents? Is the toddler next door to Carrie safe from her parents? Is the toddler next door safe from her parents? Last shuffle. The Strength card here in the past position. The 8 of Swords in the present position. I don't know if the two parents, mom and dad, whoever, fight a lot. Here we have the 5 of Swords in the future position. King of Wands. I don't know if the father is violent. The father is aggressive in some way. Does seem like there's 2 sides to the father. All right. But he's good at playing like everything's okay. Like I said, it's a very Jekyll and Hyde energy. I feel like most of the issues possibly stem from the father. I do feel a lot of fighting, a lot of arguments. I'm wondering if alcohol could be involved as well. If one of them drink. But I feel like it might be a bit of an abusive home in some way. Feels mentally abusive, verbally abusive. All right. So I do feel like the child sees a lot. Okay. Probably definitely not things the child should be witnessing. So as in terms of the child's safety, I'm just going to go on that and leave that there without knowing exactly what's going on. Can you tell us what you've been hearing, Carrie? What's been going on with that? Yeah, poor baby, right, Bree? Just been mentally exhausted lately. My husband, deserves for me to be more present. I agree, Dina. I can feel it, Lamar. That child's energy is heavy. Yes, it is. I feel like the child just sees a lot, it witnesses a lot, and it may also get the after effects in some way as well. Is it weird that I'm a guy into astro? I'm really spiritual, into fitness, yoga, martial arts, holistic remedies, and I'm Native American? No, Nick, you actually sound hot, to be honest. Just my type. So I don't know where Carrie went, but when I get back, I have to see who's next after this. So, oh, Millie donated $5, right? So we're gonna do a contest. Nick, Lamar, thanks, bud. You're welcome, Nick. So we're gonna do a rocket socks off, Tina. So we're going to do a contest in a second for the free reading that Christine donated. Okay, so I'm gonna go get water in a second, or go refill my water. I mean, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, darlings. it's time to party. Ooh, it's time to party. Ooh, let's all get naughty. Ooh, let's all get naughty. Ooh, let's all get naughty. Naughty, yeah. Okay. You guys, let's have a contest. Millie said, telling me to do a track. Yes. That was me singing. That song was from my new mixtape that I dropped 2 months ago, Out of the Closet. Currently on my YouTube channel. All right. I danced into my son's room and he looked at me funny. I wish I could carry a tune in a bucket, but that's funny. That's dope, Lamar. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you, Dina. I called the police once, but I don't know if they showed up. Oh, Lord. Let me catch up with the comments, because I missed the tea, honey. The first time I heard father say he flicked her with a tea towel because she wouldn't stop crying after mother accused of pinching her. Oh, yeah. So much crying, mother yelling, baby to be quiet, baby screaming. Some days worse than others. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's not good. How do you make your beats? What software and mic do you use? So right now I'm using a Blue Yeti. I use Logic Pro. You're welcome, Carrie. Lovely music, Lamar. I'm getting the 90s vibe from it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, I use Logic Pro. I use GarageBand to record, and then I kind of spruce it up with Logic Pro, and then I master it with Adobe Audition. So, but let's do a contest because Christine donated $5. So I use Logic Pro for many years, Hunty. Nice setup. Thank you, Eric. I also use MIDI keyboard or whatever those keyboards are called. I forgot what they're called. But I'll play more music for you guys tonight. Don't worry. All right. Yeah, a MIDI. Exactly, Eric. We need to collab. I need to listen to your music. Email me your music. Actually, Eric, do you have an Instagram? Follow me on Instagram, you guys. Let me just put it in the chat, Hunty. Okay. Follow me on Instagram, Eric, and message me. I want to hear your music. Where did I buy the keyboard from? I bought it from a shop. I think it's called like the Music and Arts shop where I live or where I used to live. No, I know I'm not imagining it. I thought I might just be nosy or something. Yeah, Carrie. Definitely something going on with that. So, you guys, I'm thinking of a number. 1 through 30. The first person that gets it gets the free reading that Christine donated. Ooh. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get the free reading? Oh, thank you, Eric, for following me. Who's gonna get the free reading? Who's gonna get Christine's reading that she donated? SR got it. SR got it. It was 29. SR got it first. So SR. Oh my God, Eric, you love Brandy? Stop. Let me tell you how much I love Brandy. I actually know her her videographer. I'm really good friends with her videographer, actually. Frank Silent. We're good friends. I love Frank Silent. Shout out to Frank Silent. Frank Silent is that dude, yo. 211 been on repeat this fall. I love that is my album. What's that song again? And I'll paint these walls this time. I haven't listened to that album in a long time. But the first time I ever saw Brandy live, it was like amazing. Oh my God. Paint this house exactly. And Brandy is so talented, but sis is so pressed over Monica. She needs to grow up. Ew, yeah. I love Brandy. You saw her at Chicago Musical? I did too. She was so good. I was in the front. She looked at me a couple times like she knew me. I was like, ah! She is the best. So SR, ask you a question because SR got the free question. So let's answer SR questions. Maybe we'll do some live celebrity readings later. But SR, since you got the free question, ask your question, Hunty. But yes, Brandy is legend, honey. Was that your only time seeing Brandy live, Eric, at the Chicago Musical? I actually saw her when she came out with 211. Like, it was around that era when I first saw her live. Yes, do celebs. Yes, we need to do a live reading on some celebs. Birth chart reading for making friends. Okay, so I send your information. Like deeper friendships, not just associates. Right. So let's look at your 11th house. Your Venus, your 7th house. All right. So send me your information, like the time, place you were born, your month, day, and year. Yes, Nathaniel, I want to do Whitney Houston reading so bad. Maybe we will do that because I've really been meaning to read Whitney. Impossible. I actually fell asleep watching the Cinderella movie a couple nights ago. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white mice will never become white horses. Used to be obsessed with Brandy. First CD I ever got was her brown girl with braids. What? Yes. Can we just talk about how pretty Brandy is in person? Brandy is gorgeous in person. She actually looks light skinned. She looked lighter to me in person. Some celebrities look different in person. I noticed that. Like Brandy looks much lighter in person to me. Yeah, I also met her too, right after the show. She's one of the few legends we have left. She needs to make a new album, but she's been in a bad contract ever since 2011. Yes, I've actually never met her before, ironically, and I know so many people who know her. Shout out to Jawan as well. Shout out to Q. Where's Q? Is Q still in here? Shout out to all my Brandy fans out there. But yeah, she does need to make a new album. I thought she was coming out with a new album. I thought she just had an album like release. Should we read Brandy? We're talking a lot about her. Okay, so let's read SR's birth chart really quickly because SR wants to know how, they can make more friends. Now, SR, are you a male, man or woman? Just to clarify. And four white mice will never become white horses. Nick Lamar, I've been meaning to tell you I like your dreads. I want to grow some, but I love rocking hard part fades. Yes, Nick. Nick sounds very handsome. I need Nick to show his face. Nick, do you have a Instagram? And four white mice will never become white horses. Such fun ability of courses. It's possible, but the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and don't believe what sensible people say. I love Lamar. I know. I love you guys too. Okay. Yes, SR is all woman. Yes. Okay, so let's put in your birthday. July 2nd. Ooh. Is that Cancer energy? Okay. 1982. Ooh, so you're an evening baby. An afternoon baby, actually. I'm a night baby. Someone told me there's no significance to that. I think it was Christian that told me that. Memphis, yes. Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. Okay. Let's make sure all the information is correct. We're doing a live reading. By the way, thank you, Zen Lioness, for the $5 donation. Oh, did someone else just donate $5? Thank you, Zen Lioness, for the $5 donation to my super chat. And I'll answer your question after I do SRs. So we're doing a reading on SR right now, and SR wants to know, based on her birth chart, how she can, gain closer friendships, gain closer friends. So let's just make sure all the information is correct. Impossible. No, I don't fuck with social media, but I don't like to toot my own horn, but I try to stay looking sharp. That Aries in me. Yes, Nick. Really, I want to move out there. A lot of family there. I'm from Ohio. Are y'all talking about Brandy? Things are happening good. The grandmother-mother issues. We have Aisha, Ray J mother too much, and his sister Brandy. Yeah. Ray J is a mess. Did you guys see his Unsung? I could not stop watching. I was like, not for you to know. Thank you for the $5 donation. I like to, okay, so I'll answer your question after I do Zen Lionesses. Okay, so let's look into SR's birth chart. So this is SR's birth chart. Pulled up. Yes, week from watching that Unsung episode. part of me just couldn't take him seriously. I was like, really, Ray J? But just because he's Brandy's sister, I love Ray J. Like, I can never completely disown him, But let's look into SR's birth chart. So SR, you're a sun in Cancer, a moon in Sagittarius. So you're actually attracted to lots of friends, not just one friend group. And you're ascendant sign in Libra. So I understand how you can have a lot of friends, but maybe not the closest friendships. Let's look into your Venus. You have Venus in Gemini. Now you have 7th house in Aries. So you're someone who's a self-starter. You're an initiator with that Aries energy. You're also someone who tells it like it is in your one-on-one relationships, which can be a lot for people to handle. You have Uranus and Sagittarius, so you're someone who also may get bored very easily. You need the type of friend who kind of is willing to go on adventures, who doesn't maybe like to sit around all day or do the same type of routine. Let's go to lunch. Let's go to lunch. Let's go for brunch. Let's go for brunch. Like, maybe every now and then you want to go rock climbing or something like that. Or, you want to go on a trip across, the world. That's Sagittarius energy. That's long distance, right? So you need friends who like to have fun and are open to new experiences, and new routines. You also have Neptune inside, so you're not someone who generally likes to be alone a lot of the time because Neptune rules solitude and our ability to be alone. Your 11th house is in Leo, so you're someone who tends to like to take charge in friendships. You love attention. Okay, so you're someone who maybe likes to go out and get attention, when you go out. So you may like to surround yourself with friends who kind of are the same way. Either, you guys are very attractive, you guys dress wonderfully, you guys are just very creative. There's something about you and your friends where you're similar in certain ways, but there can be competitive energy, right? Sometimes with all this fire energy. What other placements can we look into? You have 9th house in Gemini. Your Jupiter's in Scorpio. So you're also someone who likes deep depth in friendships, in depth in relationships, which is actually hard to find, especially with kind of superficial relationships, so to speak, or superficial people. So sometimes SR, it's about the people you surround yourself with, kind of understanding, like differentiating and putting people in categories like, okay, this friend is good for a lunch date. This friend is good, for this. This friend is maybe a little bit, more worthy of a closer kind of relationship or a closer bond. Because you're naturally someone who craves that. Like, you want a friend who you can call family. But when it comes to that with your sun in Cancer, you're also someone who, and interestingly enough, your 4th house is in Capricorn. Cancer's polar opposite. So you're also someone who wants, independence with that type of relationship as well. Like, okay, we're buddies, we may be soulmates, but, you're you, I'm me, there's, we're two separate entities, So there can be issues with codependency as well in friendships and relationships, especially with your rising sign in Libra. So being mindful of that. You have Venus and Gemini as well. So with Venus and Gemini and your 2nd house in Scorpio, first of all, with Venus and Gemini, you're someone who, values a mental connection and intellectualism, right? Someone who's intellectual. And also fun energy. Like, you don't like to be bored in relationships. So that can be hard, to have a friend, for a lifetime that, you don't get bored in the friendship. Eventually in all relationships becomes kind of like a plateau period, right? A plateau period. So it's about getting over that period. And maybe even a fear of that period. There's also maybe a fear of feeling restricted in friendships and relationships with you as well, SR. So does this resonate? But you're naturally someone who's kind of going to want friends of different groups or friends of different, like, you're not someone who has a group mentality, basically. Like, you're someone who is either with your girls or you're, it's just you. Eric says, I have hoe tendencies. Oh, Lord. So next is Zen Lioness's question. Yes, totally. Are there any signs that would make better friends for me? Christine says, Eric, y'all just love to live in the moment. What signs would make good friends for you? SR. I think air signs would make good friends for you, and fire signs, to be honest. You have a lot of air and fire, and I think earth signs would be a little bit too boring for you. I think there's something about water signs where they're a bit too emotional, unless it's a Scorpio. I think Scorpios would be really good for you. But anyone who has maybe fire, air, and water mix, and like maybe a mix of the elements, but definitely fire and air would be good for you. So next is Zen Linus. Hi, my question was, will I be asked to leave my current job soon? You're welcome, SR. So let's answer Zen Linus's question. Will Zen Linus be asked to leave her current job soon? Will Zen Linus be asked to leave her current job soon? Will Zen Linus be asked to leave her current job soon? Will Zen Linus be asked to leave her current job anytime soon? All right, last shuffle. Here we have the Two of Wands. So I feel like there's some energy about you kind of wanting to leave. There's a part of you that kind of wants to leave anyway. Is this resonating? Zen Linus. The Wheel of Fortune in the present position. So either way, it would be a good kind of outcome for you in the end, regardless. Queen of Coins. I feel like in the end, it's about who brings in the most money, who brings in the most sales, something along those lines. What exactly do you do for work, Zen Linus? Nick says, I'm a hoe as well. I need sex daily. Is that bad? No, it's not. We're human, right? We all have our needs. Here we have the Prince of Coins here in the conclusion. You're a medical receptionist. Oh, interesting. This can also mean cutting down on, and budgeting as well. So I don't know if you there's budgeting cuts as well that could be causing layoffs at this time. Here we have the Seven of Wands. Here we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel the energy of it might benefit you to start looking for a new job anyway, especially if there's an issue or issues with instability at this current job. If this has been a reoccurring theme, a reoccurring issue. Then we have the Lovers. There's something about where I feel like you will end up being fine, but I feel like there's going to come another kind of set of cutoffs in the end. Like there's going to be, you'll be fine this go around, but then there's another go around. Not saying that you won't be fine that go around as well, but I just feel like this isn't the end of cuts or people, potentially losing their jobs. So I just feel like there's issues around instability, and I feel like that may put a little bit of fear So, I feel like you're fine. I feel like you're fine, for now. You're fine for now, but I would kind of start looking for maybe something new, something a bit more stable. Because there's just something about you and fear of losing your job that could kind of manifest that energy. So also mind your thoughts. Be careful of your thoughts. Try to think positive. As long as you do your job, you show up on time, you should be good, Do you resonate with that? You're right about wanting to leave in fear of instability. Thank you. You're so welcome, Zen Lioness. So next is, I think, not for you to know. And not for you to know's question. By the way, for those of you who are in here, I am doing live readings. So you can donate to, oh, wow, the super chat. Christine says, good dick and big headaches. We ain't missing nothing, sis. I know that's right. What's the sense of good dick if it gives you a headache? I'm just saying. All right, so let me get the link. I need a better way to set this up. Dang it. I'm trying to copy it, but I'm having trouble. Okay, we got it. Hi, Gumbo Yaya. For those of you just joining, I am doing live readings. So if you want a live reading, you can donate to my super chat or my PayPal, which I prefer at this time. And all I ask is that you donate anywhere between $5 to $10 for one question. And two questions is $20. You can donate to my PayPal, which I prefer. The link is in the chat box or the description box for that. Good night, Shalita. I wish I have energy to stay with y'all. I fell asleep on one of the lives this week already. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Good night, Shalita. So, not for you's question is, I'd like to know, I like what you do here and want to thank you for the energy and time you give of yourself. Thank you. The first contest I've seen, let anyone alone take part in here. Have fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, now for you to know wants a birth chart overview reading. And what specifically do you want to know about your birth chart now for you to know? For those of you just joining, I am doing live readings. You can donate to my PayPal or my super chat. And not for you to know, are you a male or a female? Or a man or a woman? Scorpio are ballbusters and super sarcastic, but I love it. I agree. That's what I love about Scorpios. Scorpio's always planning on making the next move. You're so right, Eric. September 26th. 1985. 7. Ooh, so you're a morning baby. Not for you to know. 7/21. Texas City. I guess I like to know if I'm on the path in life most suitable. Female. That's why I love being a Sag. I see their move and call them out. They hate it. Oh, so you're a Sagittarius, Nick. That makes sense. You're very sarcastic. Like a Sagittarius. But kind about it. So, not for you to know, is a Libra sun and a moon in Pisces with a Libra ascendant. So your Libra and rising are conjunct. So you are someone who is very flirtatious. All right. You are someone who loves to have fun. You love to talk. You love to chat. But boundaries is very important for you. All right. Not for you to know with your moon in Pisces. You can be somewhat of a people pleaser. You can have people pleasing tendencies. All right. Because you just want everyone to get along, especially with you having Mercury and Libra too, you know. You can have trouble sticking up for yourself sometimes in certain situations. So boundaries is really important. Maybe being more assertive in certain situations, speaking your mind, speaking up is very important for you as well. All right. You may have a soft voice, all right, as well. I'm thinking Libra, Pisces, exactly. Sagittarius, Sun, Aries, Moon, Rising, Sun, and Virgo. Oh, wow, Nick. I'm rising in Virgo, too. So does that mean you're 7th house in Pisces, Nick? Oh, your mom is a Taurus, Eric? I think it's because Aries is ruled by Mars and Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. That's probably why you're really good at kind of calling Scorpios out, Nick. Now, not for you to know, has Venus in Virgo, which means in relationships you value stability, you value security. All right. You also value routine of some sort. So you like some sort of predictability and routine in your relationships. Okay. You're attracted to people with that energy. So with Venus and Virgo, you may be attracted to earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, specifically, obviously Virgos. All right. Virgo energy. And you also have 7th house in Aries, so you can be somewhat very assertive and dominant in relationships. You may like to take charge or wear the pants in certain situations. You might like to take control, or you may be attracted to, with your 7th house in Aries, people who have this energy, who are a little bit kind of assertive or maybe controlling in some way. You know, you may be attracted to power, people who have power positions or who are powerful in some way with your 7th house in Aries. All right. But at the same frame, you can also attract people who are a bit temperamental, who have issues with their temper, their temperaments, or who have issues with kind of not always thinking before acting, being very blunt with their actions and their words. Nick, you have 7th house in Pisces. Okay, good. Yeah. That makes sense too. I'm wondering when you were born. You must be a 91 baby. Eric says yes, but she rejects astrology. I'm like, girl, why? You're textbook cliche Taurus. I love Eric. Me and Eric are already like this. Virgos are okay. You just have to be careful in how you approach them. I'm Venus and Virgo. Soon definitely do resonate in that love. People who have structures, who have some sort of predictability. Exactly. Q Cream says Taurus. Hey, Q. Ooh. The shade that Eric is throwing at Taurus, right? I'm just kidding. We love it. We love Tauruses. We love Eric. All right. We love shade. So Nick is born December 16th, 1991. Okay, yes. I was born December 27th, 1991. I can tell Lamar, you and Eric have a unique bond. Yes. Like, I already love Eric. I can tell me and Eric are going to be good friends. So let's continue on with Not For You's questions. Not for you. You also have fifth house in Aquarius. So fifth house in Aquarius can, find themselves having little awkward moments at the beginning of romance and, friendships and those types of things. And also awkwardness in terms of exposing themselves in terms of their creativity, and their hobbies. Like they can be very kind of secretive. They prefer to kind of keep that to themselves. But so there's something about you, being open. Now, the fifth house also relates to relationships with children. You and Eric would be amazing friends, Lamar. I know, right? I love Eric. And we're always in stars chats too. Like, I love him. Where's Q? Yeah, I just popped back in and saw all this slander. Q, you missed us talking about Brandy. I think we're going to do a reading on Brandy later to see what's going on with our sister in music. All right. But let's continue on with this reading for Not For You to Know. So Not For You to Know, you have fifth house in Aquarius. So with that as well, you may be attracted to let's talk about fifth house in Aquarius. Fifth house in Aquarius, in terms of their hobbies, they can be very attracted to technology because, Uranus, which was Aquarius, is attracted to technology. But they're also attracted to change and they hate being bored. You guys hate being bored in relationships. You like people who are fun and who are spontaneous and witty and eccentric, right? So you guys like that energy. So you may be attracted to Aquariuses as well, air sign energy. But specifically Aquarius is an Aries. So it's an interesting mix of the people you attract to you, the energy that you attract to you, and the people that you're attracted to. Now you have Uranus and Sagittarius, so you may also be attracted to people who are foreign, who are long distance in some way. You may find friends, relationships through technology or, social media, something like that. Nick said I just got out of a relationship with a Taurus. It was hell. Caged me up, and when I was freed, I ran and didn't look back. Lazy, stubborn, and turned to food when sad. Not for me. Yeah. You're a Sag, too, so you like your freedom, right? Oh, yeah, just switch accounts, Q. Yes, we might do a reading on Brandy. Oh, your phone died, Eric. We were talking about you, Eric, and how I think, how we think that you and me would be good friends. Eric says I'm a shady Leo, but I can handle shade thrown at me too. Exactly. That's why I think we would be good friends. I'm a moon in Leo, so my witty. I have comebacks for days, honey, and they're witty, right? Zuri says Aquarians are the kids who want to be wild and free, but then want to be free and feel grounded, want to feel and be grounded at the same time. Exactly. And that is Not For You to Know's energy with her fifth house, right? Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah, Eric. I think we'd be good friends. You're all about being a free spirit. Yes, Nick. So you also have Uranus inside. So yeah, I think, you may be attracted to travel, Not For You to Know as well. You have Saturn in Scorpio and your midheaven in Cancer. So that's a lot of water energy. Okay, your career is probably always transforming and evolving. You may benefit a lot from home-based hobbies, home-based careers, careers where you can work from home with your fifth house in Cancer. Wow, so far you've hit totally on point. Yes. You also are attracted to, because you have your sixth house in Pisces, you're attracted to work situations in which you can have a work family. You know what I'm saying? There's people at work that you can, really resonate with. Oh, that's my work mom. That's my work sister. Different types of situations with that, I find can be really beneficial for midheaven and Cancers. What do you think about my Cancerian hubby? I know this is a long reading. What about your Cancerian hubby? Do you feel good about that? Not for you to know? Wait, so you're married? to a Cancer. He must have earth in his chart. And a little bit of fire. And air. Is he foreign? In some way? As well? And I hope that reading resonated with you. All right. And if you want to go more in depth, make sure that you check out my website, the link I'm about to post right now, as well as the rates for live reading. If you want to go more in depth, if you want a more in depth birth chart astrology birth chart reading for me, because I do have in depth personal readings, check out my website lamartownsendtarot.com. I do birth chart readings, individual birth chart readings, compatibility birth chart readings. I do birth chart readings for children and birth chart readings for your business. So for all my business owners out there, okay, the day that your business was established was the day that your business was born. So go ahead and get yourself a business birth chart reading, honey, okay, and figure out how you can maximize that business, all right, how you can make more money, all right, see if you're on the right track. If you have children, seeing if they're on the right track, what you can do to kind of rein them in. If they're not, honey, yes, get you a birth chart reading. And of course, I also do psychic tarot readings. So check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Like the video as you guys come in. And also remember, I'm doing live readings. So I believe that we're all caught up. I can't tell if this candle's going out or not. I believe that we're all caught up on my readings. So remember, I'm doing live readings, so if you want a reading, you can donate to my super chat. Anywhere between $5 to $10 is a 1-question reading. $20 is 2 questions. 30 is 20, or 30 is 3 questions. Lord have mercy. I must need some water. And the link to the super chat is in the description box, and it's also in the chat box, okay? The link to the PayPal, not the super chat. All right. I prefer PayPal. The great thing about PayPal is that you have your privacy. You can send your question, your information with your payment. My youngest brother is an Aquarius, Zuri says, and getting him to comply with what I tell him to do is no easy task. He always tries to negotiate, especially at bedtime. Yes, that's Aquarius energy, Always thinking they can outsmart the situation, right? And 9 times out of 10, they can, Yes, get that birth chart. Exactly, Q. Get that birth chart reading. Yes, Tauruses are all about the touch, smell, taste, all those types of things. But honestly, all the earth signs are. The earth signs are very sensual people, They can easily get turned on by, the touch, the taste, the smell, especially. Eric, Nathaniel, I worked with an Aquarius. He was a crazy Russian, but he loved politics and was super intelligent. He wanted to change the world and everything. I'm like, bro, you need to chill and get laid. My Mercury and Mars is in Sag too. Oh, mine too, Nick. Nick, I feel like we would be good friends too. Do you smoke weed, Nick? I feel like you smoke weed. And hearing, exactly. Yeah, that's Earth. Aquarians are typically rebellious because Uranus rules rebellion, right? Bree says, my Aquarius son is out of luck. If he thinks he will outsmart this Capricorn, mama. Yeah, Capricorns are hard to outsmart, We see things before they happen. We think ahead before other people think ahead. I think we're also really good at picking out people's patterns as well. Does anyone like Cancers? I feel like there's a lot of hate on Cancers and Capricorns too. I like Cancers. Yep, that earthy animalistic viral thing is sexy. Yes. That is what I love about the earth signs. Sex with a Capricorn is amazing. I'm a Capricorn, by the way. Talking about having sex with, other Capricorns. Eric says I've only smoked weed once. It was literally last month. Wow. So you're a newbie, Eric. How did you enjoy that? How was that experience? Nick says, I used to smoke hella weed, but you quit a while back. Now just do with deaths in the family on my birthday. Oh. You smoke weed? You smoke what I do smoke, Nick. Capricorn is amazing. Yes, Capricorn is amazing in bed. I agree, Nick. I'm so rebellious then because I've got Uranus in Aquarius. Yeah, you probably are rebellious. So my candle just went out and I'm a little upset. So I'm going to have to relight it. Raquel Rodriguez, you look great. Thank you, Raquel. I don't know what it is. I must be drinking more water, getting more rest. My best friends are Cancer and Taurus. Yeah, Cancers and Tauruses make good friends. Eric, I only took a couple smokes and I liked it. I felt relaxed. I'm an insomniac, and I struggle with controlling my thoughts and anxiety. So it would help with that. I find it does help with that. Tawanda said, your skin do be popping, Lamar. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Zuri, I had a crush on a Capricorn. Told him how I felt, and he shut me out. We haven't spoken in 5 years now, but he has unblocked me on all social media. Just crazy. Yeah, Capricorns can be weird. We're not the best at expressing our emotions, which is frustrating for me as a Capricorn. I don't know why. I feel like a different kind of Capricorn. I don't know what it is. Very frustrating for me as well. Right. I have to relight my candle. What does everyone think about Leos? I love Leos. Thank you not for you to know with another $5 donation. I appreciate that. Very on point for me. I appreciate it again. That was the most accurate reading I've received via live stream. I've had 4 with yours. Much gratitude. Thank you, not for you to know. I really appreciate that. Zuri says pop brownies are good, especially if you have neurological issues. I love pop brownies. I have not had any in a minute. My birthday's coming up, so I would love some pop brownies. Just saying. I actually dated a Cancer. I love Leo females. They're fun. Yes. Leo sun and moons. I love. Nick says, I'm talking to a Capricorn right now. She's amazing, but I got to be patient. She just got out of a relationship and my Aries emotions want to rush and she keeps distancing but comes back hot and heavy. Yeah, that sounds like a Capricorn. Leos are great at bringing people together and leading a group. That is so true. My mother's a Leo. She's very outspoken and she just does her thing. Yes, those are Leos. I love them. They struggle with competition and being the best all the damn time. That is the one thing I don't like about Leos. Makes my pain go away every once in a while. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about pop brownies is that it takes a while for them to like hit you. So it's like you want to eat more, but eating more is probably not the best idea. Mac and cheese with weed butter is my favorite. Y'all are making me so hungry. Oh my God. Nathaniel Lamar, I can definitely see a Mercury inside. You're very blunt. Yeah, very blunt. Virgo Sun, Leo Moon, woman here. Catmen drive me nuts with their rigid behavior. Yeah, I agree. I agree. My son and father are Leo. They keep me laughing. Rest in peace, Dad. Yes, Moo Sunshine 114. I agree. I'm an introvert Leo, but my sister is an extrovert Leo. She's a year younger than me. Don't you have Virgo in your chart, Eric? So, what do you guys feel about me getting some more water, maybe making some more tea, and then us doing some celebrity readings? And then maybe ending the live on that note. Doing some celebrity readings, honey. I have a lot of Capricorn and Libra. Me too, Eric. That speaks of your loner. Believe it or not, Libras can be loners, I find. Q says, do you, boo? Yes, Q. Thank you. Lamar, the Nutella banana crepes from IHOP are good. You should try them sometime. That sounds really good, except I'm allergic to Nutella. Tawanda says, yes. Please tell me why my Taurus tells me that he doesn't want to be with me. We're platonic, but he keeps his hands all over me. I'm not sure. He probably doesn't want to be in a relationship, but wants, maybe to be friends with benefits. In such short words. All right, you guys, I'm going to go get some more water. Keep that skin hydrated. Exactly. I'm going to go get some more water, make some more tea really quickly. It won't take too long, okay? And I'll be right back. We'll do them homemade chocolate filled pancakes. Yes. And then they have pancakes that are like, they have like raspberry filling or something like that, or like strawberry. I don't know, but it's like some red like sauce they put on them, or like pancake batter. I have not been to IHOP in so long. Y'all are making me hungry. Stop. Don't do this to me. Nathaniel says Libras need some company. They're an air sign, so of course they would need somebody to talk to. Exactly. That's why I stay on these lives so long. All right. I live alone right now, so I need someone to talk to, honey. You know? So I'm gonna go make some tea, make some more tea, and get some more water, and I'll come back. We'll do some celebrity readings, okay?
I've got you on my radar, boy. I've got you on my radar. And my legs too. You're on my social media, boy. You're on my social media. I've got you on my radar, boy. I've got you on my radar. You're on my social media, boy. You're on my social media. I like the beats down low and my legs too. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I'm gonna stalk you all night, but I promise that I won't bite. I've got a special appetite. Just hold still. Ooh, I see it in your eyes, on your special cries, on your crocodile. I see it in your eyes, see you. Ooh, just treat me like I'm your prize. I promise I won't bite your crocodile. Just treat me like I'm your prize. I like the beats down low and my legs so back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I've got you on my radar, boy. I like the beats down low. I've got you on my radar and my legs too. You're on my social media, boy. You're on my social media. I've got you on my radar, boy. I've got you on my radar. You're on my social media, boy. You're on my social media. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I'm gonna stalk you all night, but I promise that I won't bite. I've got a special appetite. Just hold still. Ooh, I see it in your eyes, on your special cries, on your crocodile. I see it in your eyes, see you. Ooh, just treat me like I'm your prize. I promise I won't bite your crocodile. Just treat me like I'm your prize. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low and my legs too back. I like the beats down low. You say you're gonna go. You need to call. You say you're gonna call. You need to call. Yeah. Let me say something to you real quick. Don't treat me like shit, yo. I'd rather die for y'all niggas. So what you wanna do? You say you're gonna call. You need to call. You say you're gonna call. You need to call. Yeah. You say you're gonna call. You need to call. You say you're gonna call. You need to call. Yeah. Let me say something to you real quick. Black Barbie doll, black Barbie doll. 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 Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. La 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 la. All you do is la 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 la. All you do is la. Black Barbie doll, black Barbie doll. 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 Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. La 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 la. All you do is la 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 la. All you do is la. Black Barbie doll, Black Barbie doll. 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 It's Friday night. I'm feeling right. Gonna let you go. Go back to all your hoes. This is the fifth time I've called now. You said you want it, now that you got it, you don't want it. What are we gonna do? You said you want it, now that you want it, you don't got it. What are we gonna do? Gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. Oh, gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. It's Friday night. I'm feeling right. Gotta let you go. Go back to all your hoes. This is the fifth time I've called now. You said you want it, now that you got it, you don't want it. What are we gonna do? You said you want it, now that you want it, you don't got it. What are we gonna do? Gotta let you go, my baby. Gotta let you go, my baby. Oh, gotta let you go, my baby. Gotta let you go, my baby. You said you want it, now that you got it, you don't want it. What are we gonna do? You said you want it, now that you want it, you don't got it. What are we gonna do? Gotta let you go, my baby. Gotta let you go, my baby. Oh, gotta let you go, my baby. My baby, my baby. You said you want it, now that you got it, you don't want it. What are we gonna do? You said you want it, now that you want it, you don't got it. What are we gonna do? Gotta let you go, my baby. Gotta let you go, my baby. Oh, gotta let you go, my baby. My baby. Oh.
Nick is in here trying to get it in. Okay, Nick. I see you. I see you. Y'all are a mess. I love you guys. So let's get into these celebrity readings. Who should we read first, you guys? I know that y'all beats down lows of the mood. Yes. I know that we mentioned Brandy. We mentioned Whitney. All right. Yes, I love you guys. Ooh, Zuri said Kim Kardashian. Nathaniel says Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Aisha says Chris Brown. Yes, I like Psychic Medium Ray. Rose says Drake. Okay. I kind of want to start with Brandy. Yeah, Bobo's daughter says Brandy. I kind of want to start with Brandy. So, what do we want to know about Brandy, though? Do we just want to know what's going on around her? Do we want to know if she's going to drop a new album? What do we want to know? Queen Naja. I've actually never listened to her music before. Eric says, how long will she be on Star Fox? And new album. Okay. Let's see. Nick said Alicia Keys used to be sexy too. Used to be? What kind of shade are you throwing, Nick? Ooh, Alicia. What's going on with Brandy? Let's start by saying a prayer. Thank you for surrounding all of us here in this live stream with your watery wall of protection, your fiery wall of protection, and your warrior shield of protection. Thank you for protecting our minds, our energies, our emotions, our auras, our bodies, our thoughts. Thank you for protecting this live stream. We come in peace. In the name of Jesus, I pray, amen, 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 and amen. What's going on with Brandy? Will Brandy drop a new album? Nathaniel says, amen. Yes, Nathaniel. Twanda, that's what he said, Lamar. What? What did he say? Was she pregnant with that 20-year-old? What 20-year-old child? Y'all are dropping a tea, honey. Ooh. Y'all need to stop. Okay. What's going on with Brandy? How long will she be on Star? Is she going to drop a new album for us? What's going on with Brandy? Brandy Norwood. This tea is overflowing. I know, right? What's going on with Brandy? Will Brandy drop a new album? Tawanda. Nia Long will always be my number one, though. I like Nia. What's going on with Brandy? Will Brandy drop a new album? Last shuffle. All right, let's see what the cards say. Here we have the Queen of Wands. This feels like mother energy in the past. All right. She may be focusing on money. Money may be a main focus here with the Eight of Coins here. How to make more money, possibly. But there's something about her looking out, in terms of her outlook in the industries, particularly feels like the music industry. It feels like she's like, Lamar, you got us or not? What you mean? Who? Alicia? It feels like there's something with Brandy where she feels like her prospects in the industry, particularly the industry, are slim. It's hard for her to really make a comeback, especially the comeback she wants to make. I would say think more positive, Brandy B. Rocca, all right? Your fans are still out here. They do love you. They support you. There's something about her wanting to feel like the star, the star again, the big star. She wants to feel like that big star that she once was back, in the 90s. The coin, yes, Tawanda. But there's so much she feels like against her, and, she feels like she has to come up against a lot that, the media would constantly bring up about her from her past. There's a constant fear of the past, the past constantly bringing up. We kind of all know what that is relating to, from her past. And if you don't know, Google, all right? I love Brandy. And like I said, I do know people that are close to her. So I do respect Brandy very, very much. But there's something about also fear of support, not having the support she feels like she needs or she once had from the fans, possibly from family as well. Brandy, stay on Broadway TV. It's working for you, love. Exactly. Three of Cups, so there's something about a past love, focusing on a past relationship. She could be dealing with someone from the past, or thoughts about someone from the past could just be on her mind. Could be just thoughts on her mind. Thoughts about a past lover, a past situation here with the Six of Swords. All right, definitely a situation that deals with another person or other people. Could be just another person here with the Prince of Swords. This is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So she could be dealing with someone from the past. We do have Mercury retrograde energy coming up once again, you remember. So past people could be coming up. Will she drop a new album? Queen of Swords, the Strength card, ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like she will drop a new album, but there's something about it being a little bit independent, or something about it being funded by her in some way. Like, it's independent. It's, there's something about her where she's like kind of the total spearhead behind it, which I don't feel like she had the most control here in the past, right? When it came to her albums and the release of her albums. Will she drop an album? I do feel like she'll drop an album, but there's something about the promotion maybe not being the way she wants it to be. She's going to have to push herself in order to make it the success she really needs it to be. This new album that she's going to put out. But I think with the fans, it's going to be a hit. I think with her core fans, she's got a hit with her core fans with this new album. But she's gonna have to really push it and push herself to make it like a really big mainstream success, like she wants it to be. Brandy is an Aquarius. Hi, Zuri. KJ paid for a $2 question. Why did Alicia become a homewrecker? One card for me. Yes, Brandy. Why did Alicia Keys become a homewrecker? For some reason, I don't like the way that question is worded. Can we word that question a little bit better? What made her, what drew her to become a homewrecker? I don't like the term homewrecker, by the way. What drew her to the relationship with Swizz Beatz? What made her cross that line, right? I like that better. Let's do that. What drew Alicia Keys to Swizz Beatz? What was it that drew Alicia Keys to Swizz Beatz? Ooh. Well, there was more than one card and it didn't fall out, so we won't include that, but that was some tea. But what drew Alicia Keys to Swizz Beatz? And what drew Swizz Beatz to Alicia Keys? What drew Alicia Keys to Swizz Beatz? The Hermit. Interesting. The Hermit. There was something about Alicia Keys, the relationship with Alicia Keys that, provided stability for Swizz Beatz, I feel. All right, provided him more peace. I feel like maybe in the relationship with, what's her name, Mashonda? Was that her name? There was more a reliance on him to be the breadwinner or something like that. So, more reliance on him to constantly be working, constantly be bringing in more money, something like that. So what drew? Let's just pull maybe one or two more cards. Overcoming obstacles. Money. So like I said, I think there was more stability in the relationship, more security, and a more easy life with Alicia in certain ways than there was with Mashonda. So, good night, Nathaniel. Well, Yeah, that's true. But I think they portray themselves as like a family that's together. So Yeah, Tawanda, it sounds like they were equals in the relationship. Aisha says that she has a lot of masculine energy. What's her zodiac sign? I like Alicia. I love her music. Damar, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I thought I was gonna do Whitney's reading here, but I kind of want to do Whitney's reading on her own video. I think Whitney deserves her own video, you guys, right? I think Whitney deserves her own video. Where's my water? Yeah, she does. Yeah, I think Whitney's gonna get her own video. I really want to know about T.I. I'm so mad at him. What about T.I.? Let me go get my water real quick. So what about T.I.? Is it bad that I find T.I. kind of fine, but I've never seen him in person, so I can't really confirm that? Have I talked to Whitney's spirit guides yet? I feel like I have. I feel like Whitney comes to me every now and then. And I don't know when she first came to me, but I feel like she first came to me when I started contacting Aaliyah's spirit guides. Because I feel like Whitney is like some type of angel for the people who have been in the industry have passed on. Particularly the black artists, if that makes sense. But I love Whitney. She's really funny. Just like you would expect her to be. Just like you would expect her spirit to be. I've enjoyed my time here this evening. Thank you for what you give of yourself to others and what you do. It's time for me to kick off the shoes and relax, as tomorrow is sure to be hectic. All right, not for you to know. You have a good night. I agree. She watches over people. I agree, Eric. I loved your Aaliyah reading. Thank you. I really enjoyed reading Aaliyah. That was a really fun reading, actually. That was the most fun channeling reading I've ever had. Like, you know. Aaliyah feels like a sister to me. I need to catch up on those bids. Yeah, I did an Aaliyah reading last year, I think. Yeah, Psychic Cards Eye reading on Aaliyah, I think, was the best one I've ever seen, Eric. So far. KJ says I channeled her best friend during a private reading for me one time, and it had me in tears. Aww. Aww. T.I. is a smart F-boy, which is a bad combination. Ooh, that is a bad combination. And he's cute, too, right? So that's a really bad combination. He must have Gemini. He must be an air. He's a Libra, right? That's what it is. But I feel like he has Gemini in his chart, too. Aaliyah is a Capricorn. Aaliyah doesn't like when people grief her. She wants to be left alone. She does. She does want to be left alone. She actually does like to be left alone. But she does like when you light candles for her. I haven't lit a candle for her in a minute. I'll probably do it on her birthday. I think her birthday is January 16th. So Her energy is light even from the other side. It is very, very light and lighthearted. He seemed like a family man though. Who? T.I.? He's aging horribly to me. Them drugs messed him up. I haven't looked at him in a while. I haven't looked his pictures up in a while. He might not look so good right now. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. But he played too much. He act like he can just buy Tanya a car and all will be forgiven. Oh, Lord. This is random, but can you read on Jaheim? Like, what happened to him? Who's Jaheim? What are your views on sending telepathic messages to people you haven't met and formally before? I'm not sure. Tia's Libra with Aries moon. Wow. She's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. I miss her. Yes, Aaliyah. Her music was revolutionary. It was. Even her unreleased music was. Aaliyah and I are the same age, but yeah, it was. Who is Jaheim? I feel like Timbaland changed so much after Aaliyah passed away. Can I do a Lauryn Hill reading? Oh. I know, I'm getting kind of tired. Jaheim the singer. Oh, what song does he sing? Sing it for me. Or give me a lyric. Give me some lyrics. I've been told I have a sixth sense, but I just don't know it. How can I use it? Start meditating. Start tapping into your intuition, Eddie. Just in case I don't make it home tonight, I want to make love to you for the last time, baby. I would have to listen to that song. I literally don't. I mean, I know his face, but I'm just like, I don't know anything about him at all. I think I know his face. He had like braids a lot, right? Yeah, I'm getting sleepy, Eric, and I'm getting hungry again. So probably gonna eat like a snack, a salad. Oh, I have a salad in the fridge, so I'm probably gonna eat that and go to bed. It's like 12 o'clock here. I had fun tonight, guys. Did you guys have fun? Are you guys excited for the Venus direct energy next week, not the Mercury retrograde part? Lord Lamar, yes, he wore braids a lot. Yes. That's like all I remember about him. Eddie, I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited too, Eddie. Eddie, were you here the whole time? Love Aaliyah forever and always. And me too. I actually have an Aaliyah shirt. Maybe we should do an Aaliyah live on her birthday. That would be really fun. Yes, I had fun. Yay. Me too. Oh, you just got here 5 minutes ago, Eddie. Oh, you missed all the fun, Eddie. You're going to have to watch the playback. We had so much fun. Eric Simon, that would be awesome. Yeah, we should have an Aaliyah birthday day. That would be really fun. Maybe we'll all light candles in honor of her. No one has done that before. I know. Nick, you had fun too. Yay. I'm cool with the Libra energy, but I'm tired of Mercury going retrograde. Goodness, I know, right? Let's hold on to our wigs during this Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow period, so let's just, be patient at this time. Let's not get mad at each other for miscommunications at this time. And let's not make big purchases at this time if we can stand it. If he's a woman's worth. Oh, I know that song, I think. A Woman's Worth. Sorry for retrograde. Gives me an excuse to duck people. Yes, Rose. All right, I love you guys. I'm getting tired. It's been so much fun this Friday live. We cackled, we danced. All right, we spilled tea. like always. So you better put that woman first. Yes, Aisha. So until next time, which is tomorrow, I love you guys and keep rocking on. May the angels protect you and may God keep you. Love you too, Christine. I'll catch you guys in the next live. For those of you who missed this live, make sure you subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. If you want your own personal reading, you can purchase your own personal reading on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Remember, I do compatibility birth chart readings, individual birth chart readings for your children, and business birth chart readings as well as psychic tarot readings. I do phone ones as well, so you guys can call me up and get your reading. Okay, if you want a video reading, if you want an email reading, just check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, or Google Lamar Townsend Tarot on Google. Okay, love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next live. Love you. Bye, Nick. Bye, Tawanda. Bye, Aisha. Bye, Bree. Bye, Bobo's daughter. Yes, you finally number. Oh, that does sound familiar. Bye, SR. Bye, Gumbo Yaya. Bye, Eddie. Yes, check my website, KJ. I'm available, you guys. Eric, I'm gonna message you, okay? But yeah, get your readings. I'm available. Love you guys. See you guys on the next live, where we will have a new topic, okay? And new tea to spill.